Hello, Team Dale. Welcome back. Because I feel like today, after a week's worth of posting videos, I'm ready to actually start the work, right? Now, when we begin on a new path towards a huge goal, right, there needs to be kind of a warming up process, right? Where we're, it's like you're stretching before you do your running around the track, You need time in the blocks to sit with it, to get clear. This is the big mind stuff. The big mind work towards your goals is as important as the actual work, right? Because you have the CEO of you, which is what you're doing when you're doing the big mind work, right? That's what we've been doing. The talking about things, the goal setting, the understanding of what is the goal, where am I going, and why am I on this journey? That's what I was doing this last week. Getting charged up, sitting with it. That's a step I would have skipped over when I was younger. One of the blessings of getting to this age, of being in my 50s, is understanding the value of that. The value of understanding the importance of clarity. Right? Step number one is all clarity. Where am I going? I'm going there. Why am I going there? Because if you don't have those two things, you will fall off track, right? Where am I going? Why am I going there? Where am I going? I want to have a life like Glennon Doyle. I want to be sought after as a speaker. I want to be a published author. I, want to do a TED Talk. These are the things of where I'm going, but why am I going there? Why? Because, like I've said, I will do anything to protect that next generation from faith-based bigotry. No more young queer people will suffer. At least not so much as I can help. That's my why. That's why I'm on this journey. That's why I am going there. That is why I will get up every single day and I will come in here and I will be on Team Dale. I am on Team Dale every day. And I will get in here and I will show you how that is accomplished. Again, I'm a very successful person. I'm a high-functioning individual. I can accomplish anything I set my mind to. I absolutely believe that about myself. Just watch. Having studied coaching and having coached hundreds of people over my lifetime, I understand the importance of the work. And what is the work? What is the work? The work we start today. Team Dale starts today. And I am here as CEO, showing up for myself. Why? Because those kids deserve better. And I will do whatever it takes to get uncomfortable, to have tough conversations, to make sure that they're getting a better shot at life. Distractions. That's what we're covering today, distractions. Because it's one thing to say I want to go there and I understand why I'm going there, but it's quite another to actually put yourself on the path and get from A to B. But in order to do that, you can't be distracted. That's the biggest killer of dreams. Distractions. My personal distraction's my phone. So when I come in here and it's time to work, and again, we will cover what the work is, because having worked with so many agents and successful business people, I understand what is the work and what is not. And we will be covering that because I think a lot of people don't know. The work is prospecting, connecting with others, asking for your dreams to be realized by others. That is the work. The work is not marketing. When I was teaching real estate, I would say if it costs money, it doesn't work. If it costs money, it doesn't work. Because what you're doing is you're putting your hope into a marketing piece that's going to cost you a lot of money, that's going to go door to door, that everyone's going to throw out. That's effort. But how's that working out for you? Are you tracking your results from those postcard mailers? Are you tracking your results from interpersonal connection, calling up somebody and saying, hey, it's Team Dale. Will you join us? Because this is what we're doing and this is why this is awesome. And I need your help. Because I can't achieve my goals in a vacuum on my own. I need to bring others in. I need to share my vision, right? So my phone is a distraction. When I come in here and I start lead generating and I start knocking on doors, metaphorically speaking, right? Knock, knock, knock. Hi, I need your help. I can't do this on my own. That's the work. If you're comfortable, you're not doing the work. Because lead generating and prospecting for new opportunities is uncomfortable. You need to own that, right? You need to step into that and be okay with that. You need to get uncomfortable for your dreams, and that's what we're going to be doing here. My phone is a distraction. That goes off when I'm prospecting for business. Nobody can reach me, nobody. Because that time is sacred, and that time is scheduled, and that time is tracked from where I am to where I'm going. How many followers do I have on YouTube today? I need to know that. I need to know what my monthly goal is. I need to know how many more appearances and talks and conversations that I need to have one-on-one with people to ask them to come on board. That's the work. If it costs money, it doesn't work. Get on the phone. Message people, text people, whatever you can to get in front of them, to say, hey, hi, yeah, okay, hi, yeah, remember me? Yeah. You need to actually know about this because I'm super excited about it and I think it's going to change the world. It's going to be fun. It's going to be awesome. And I want you to come along because I have a vision. I'm going there. I know why I'm going there. And I have actionable items to track monthly to get me from here to there. My phone is a distraction. It goes off. Social media and platforms that make others rich. You focusing on their goals? Or are you focusing on yours? Social media is a problem, but it's also a tool. We're very lucky to live in a time where you can just put yourself in front of 50,000 people. I grew up in a town of 38,000 people. So to be in front of 50,000 people on social media, wow, that's a gift. So, it is also a trap. You just need to know and be aware that it is addictive, that it is a platform built specifically to pull you in and to trigger you. Know what you're dealing with. Trauma. Trauma is a distraction. Me being triggered by other people is a distraction. My anger is a weakness, right? So the trauma part, remember, I promised that we're going to be dealing with that, and we are. Just not yet, because I have a pants on fire moment right now to get that audience, right? Once I have the audience, then we'll start really breaking it down, because that's what the books cover. I promise you. But we're just not there yet. Not in my plan, not where I'm going. I understand the steps, okay? So building the audience is step number one. I really appreciate you being along with me on the journey and being on Team Dale because I need you. So trauma, being triggered. Where are you being triggered? Don't turn on the news or social media if it's triggering to you. That is damaging to your soul. Don't do that to you. If you know that that's going to be the outcome, don't go there. Easy, fixed, no problem. Healing, trauma, healing, both can be a distraction to the work. Why? Because I'm going there. I am going there and I'm not going to let healing or trauma or anything else be a distraction. So my therapy or any other thing that I have going on in my life that I've dedicated towards healing gets scheduled outside of my sacred time of lead generating and prospecting for new opportunities for myself. That comes first. Another distraction, something I'm so guilty of, is talking about or focusing on things we don't want or things that annoy us. That can't be. That cannot live in your mindset when you're trying to achieve your goal. It's funny how manifesting our dreams at some point starts looking like a lot of work. Because it is. Things we don't want, don't ever talk about them. I'm so guilty of this. Look how much I've spent time talking about things that annoy me. Right? Things that get under my skin. I don't have time for that. That's a distraction. I cannot focus there. My mind cannot go there. I cannot afford it. That is too expensive. The trauma, the trigger, all of that, it's got to stand by the wayside. And if you haven't healed it yet, at least learn to compartmentalize. That took a second, right? Find a box to put it in, to put it to the side for a second. We're going to deal with that in time, but we're not there yet. Okay? We're not there yet. Trauma, healing, both distractions. Bad, bad, bad. Do not talk about what you do not want, because that's what you will bring into your life. We only speak of what we want because we call it forth into our lives. We manifest it. We bring it forth. Out of the ethers. I will create this. Out of the ethers. But only by talking about what it is I'm trying to materialize and actualize in my life. Because if I keep talking about, religious people or other triggers that I have, right? Not only is it going to be a bummer for you and a bummer for me, but I'm going to keep getting more of that because that's what I keep focusing on. That's what I keep talking about. It's a bore. Let's be done with that. Another distraction in business, diversifying too early, right? Because I have really two macro goals right now. Publish the books, 100,000 followers on YouTube by the end of 22. Those are my two goals. Those are manageable. If I had a third and a fourth pillar, a fifth pillar of business, a sixth pillar, that I'm trying to do, start my own podcast and whatever else. I know that that's going to come, but I need to stay laser focused on those two goals and those two goals alone, right? Because those two things, the book getting published and having a following, will be the springboard that I need to go to those other things. One thing at a time. Don't diversify too early. Stay laser focused. Accomplish one goal. And that's a big goal. Both of those are big goals. Getting that book published is going to be a huge goal. Getting a following is, then the last thing that we allow us to get distracted by is people and places, right? Especially if you work from home like I do. Very, very, very difficult to get people to respect that when you are at work. You are at work, you are not at home. Even though you're physically at home, you are not at home. Okay? People and places. No. Not during my sacred time of asking for business, which I will do every single day. Knock, knock, knock. Hi, it's Team Dale. Can you help me? Things you want to invest your time on. So those were distractions, right? 8 really important things to keep your eye on while you're headed towards your goal, because those things will come in, right? Like little gnats, right? And be distractions to where you're going. Can't have that. So where do you focus? We know what we're blocking out. What are we bringing in? What is going to pave that road for myself? Between here and there? What's going to pave that road and make it easier? What's going to provide me with wheels on that road? Focusing on areas where you're the hero. I cannot stress enough how you need to be your own hero. You need to be building a story and a life for you. Be your own hero. Yes, celebrate those wins. Get in there, right? This is a story that's about me. This is Team Dale. Dale is showing up for Team Dale every single day. I am the hero in my own story. I'm good with that. Because I have important work to do. I have things that need to be said. I have things that need to be heard. I am the hero in my own story, and I am building this for me because I am worth it. And because I have reason. I have a why that's bigger. It's bigger than me. My why. I understand why I'm doing this. Another thing to invest your time is to enliven your mind. What does that mean for you? To enliven your mind. Ooh, wow. You know, things start to percolate, right? What are you going to do to enliven your mind? You got to play an instrument. You have to play music. You have to play music. You have to take piano lessons or play one other instrument. You have to. That enlivens your mind. Getting that right part of your brain going so that it understands music and symphonies and beauty, right? Empowering that right side of your brain where the magic lives. You have to do that. You have to enliven your own mind. You have to play music. You have to speak a second language. Enliven your mind. Enroll in things. Learn new things. You have to speak a second language. You have to. Because you don't understand the world in full technicolor until you do. Americans are so far behind on this. Every other country in the world, speaking a second language is seen as a huge asset. It's valuable. In America, it's just shocking to me how many Americans believe that a second language in America is somehow an affront to who they are because they want to be comfortable, because when they're around people who are speaking a second language and they don't understand, they feel put out, right? That's costing them their privilege, their comfort. You have to speak a second language because, and this is covered in my book, there are certain things that you will learn descriptions of in another language that don't exist in English. And once you start to realize, woo, there's more color to life. I now have ways to explain things and understand things that are beyond the confines of English, that only live in other languages, that don't even translate directly to English. And once you understand that, you will enliven your mind. Learning a second language. Heart awareness, being on purpose, right? Is your heart enlivened? We talked about your mind being enlivened, but is your heart? Where does that come from for you, right? For a lot of us, it's our family, it's our connection to others, right? But it's more than that. It also can be your connection to source, right? Your meditation time, all of these things that connect you to that part of you, which makes us feel secure and fulfilled in life. Enliven your heart and enliven your mind. Other investments that we can make in ourselves is to be around others who inspire us. Oh man, this is everything. To be around people who inspire us, who inspire intelligent conversations, who inspire us to do better in our lives, that will make or break you, who you surround yourself with. Investments, family, obviously. However, especially for queer people, that's really a double-edged sword because the majority of us don't have a family of origin. The majority of us assume that if you are queer, you have been abandoned by your family of origin. So then, what does that mean for us? For all of us who come from families who said, you're no good, you need fixing, you're wrong, you're immoral, you are not the right kind of person who can participate in what we're doing. You cannot get married in our faith. I hope you understand how damaging that is to young people to receive those messages about themselves. They're already scared. They already know that they're different and weird. They don't know what to do with it. So family can be an investment, but do not default to the thinking that family is a good thing. If your family is not good for your mental health, you need to remove yourself, okay? One of the best examples that Glennon Doyle gave was this visual that I use all the time about her and her wife and their kids living on an isle of safety. right? Her parents weren't even allowed to cross that moat because she was not going to have her parents infecting her kids with their thinking that her and Abby, her wife, are somehow wrong or different even, that it's not completely normal. They were not going to let anybody onto that aisle of safety unless they knew that they were a safe and good place for them and their family. My aisle of safety, whew, I protect that with my life, and I let very few people across. Certainly only 2 members of my family, my sister and my niece. The rest of them are too dangerous for me. Other things to invest your time in is vitality, health, and fitness. You have to be in shape. You have to be in shape. You have to be in shape. You have to be. You have to be in shape. You have to invest time in your body and how you look. Because when you feel like you look good, you hold yourself in a different way, and your capacity for the BS in life grows exponentially. Why? Because I got it. I look good. I have a certain swagger about me that I know that I've done everything to show up here today looking my best. Even when I'm lounging around the house, I wear good clothes. I don't have crappy clothes, right? I'm an investment in myself, and how I present myself to the world is going to be good. Swagger. Invest in your swagger. It's important. Yeah, I joke around all the time about taking my shirt off and blah, blah, blah. You know, it's mostly joking around. Trust me, I don't think anyone wants to see that. There was a time. Anyhow. Right? But I invest in myself. I do what I can to look good, to show up feeling good, to wear something that I feel, that looks fly, that looks dope, I look good. You have to be in shape. You need to show up for yourself, and that's a big part of it. Eating right, working out, getting sleep, right? That's an investment that will give you wheels as you head on your journey toward your goal. Have to be in shape, unless you have some kind of chronic condition. I have a chronic condition. I still show up for myself. I can't always walk, okay? My arms don't always work. I can't always feed myself. I still show up when I can. On the days I can get up, most mornings I'm good. Most mornings I can get up and I can go to the gym and I can get myself there. By afternoon, it's anybody's guess, right? Because I have a walker that I have to use to get around the house sometimes. I have to have my husband dress me or feed me sometimes. That is not a distraction. I refuse. That is not a distraction. Because I'm going to focus on what I'm capable of, not what's in my way. That's a distraction. Your one thing, that's what you need to be focusing on, and that's what we're doing here. Invest in your one thing. What is your one thing? Your one thing is the thing that you do that will increase your business or the direction in which you are traveling that you cannot delegate to somebody else, that propels you forward. If you can distill that down to one thing for your business that greatly increases your ability to get to where you're going, what would that be? What's the one thing that you need to get up every day and do in order to make your business better, that you can't delegate to somebody else? And I'll tell you what it is. Because for most people, that one thing that you need to be doing as CEO of you is looking for opportunity. That you can't delegate out to somebody else, because that's kind of your responsibility as CEO of you. It's to do the door knocking, to call on opportunity, to get on the phone, to text a whole bunch of people and say, hey, this is what I got going on. Looking for opportunity. That needs to be your one thing. Every day. Your one thing. Okay? Keep it simple. I have 2 macro goals, and I have one thing that I do every day. That's look for opportunity, bring people in. Okay. Another thing to invest your time in is to goal focus your morning. Goal focus your morning. If you get up and you are being distracted by a bunch of things, right? Social media, your phone, other things, family drama, getting the kids off to school, whatever. Stop! Just stop! Just stop! Just stop! Stop. You have a very sacred time to set your day in that first hour of being awake. What does that look like for you? I strongly recommend, however, you need to find it for yourself, that you read something inspirational or you watch something inspirational. You get inspired. Start your day with inspiration, not triggers and drama. Start your day with inspiration. Get soul-centered. Get focused. Understand why you're doing this day and understand your why of why you're doing this day. I can't stress this enough. Get your head on straight first thing in the morning, right? Another thing to invest in is your time, scheduling. Is your life scheduled? I was listening to something this morning about on business coaching, and they said to somebody who was not wanting to schedule their day, why? You just want to kind of go through, and as things kind of hit you, then you deal with them, right? They're like, well, I'm a free spirit. Oh, I don't really do schedules. I'm a free spirit, right? Great, free spirit. Do you want to go on a yoga retreat, free spirit? Well, I got all these things that I'm doing. And what you have to realize is that if you were a scheduled person, you could schedule a yoga retreat. Because what you're exchanging for not being scheduled and organized is never being able to have time off. Because it's a trade-off, right? And you need to understand the difference of why am I scheduling my lead generation and my prospecting for new opportunities so that at the end of the week, right, I can do 5 days worth of work in 3 days, and then I can take 2 days off because I know that I've hit my goals, and I can feel really good about being on that yoga retreat. I can feel relaxed and zen. Right? Like, I can do that because I know I've done my work and I'm not stressed all the time. I know I'm hitting my goals, right? It's a trade-off. You can have either. It's just know that one is a lot more relaxed if you actually commit to doing the work when you're supposed to. And there's a great exercise that I'm going to show you of how to schedule your life so that you can do that. But we're not there yet. Okay? Number 10, things to invest in, right? The obsession of you. Are you obsessed with your goal? Right? Is your life a distraction to your goals, or your goals a distraction to your life? Obsession with you and your goals. You have to be obsessed. You have to be. You have to get up every day thinking about it, and you have to be laser focused on where you're going. And that's so much easier to do when you know why you're going there. Right? Because I know why I'm going there. The work starts today. I've only been doing this a week, and I needed that first week to understand and get clarity and to not feel rushed over understanding and sitting with my goal. Where am I going? I'm going there. I'm publishing those books. I have 100,000 subscribers on YouTube by the end of 22. Why am I going there? I'm going there because those kids deserve better and we need to change the world. I no longer accept the status quo. That's why I'm going there. How am I going to get there? Actionable items, scheduling. We're going to be doing scheduling next, but I just wanted to cover distractions today so that you could check yourself and I can check myself. Is my path clear of debris and tripwires? Yes, it is. Because I know what's a distraction and what to invest my time on that's going to give me wheels to get to my goal. I hope you have a good day.